Peace and love. Welcome in, y'all. Okay. Welcome in to our YouTube lovelies. Welcome in Instagram. Goddamn. Welcome in TikTok. How are y'all today? Peace and wellness. Peace and love. Peace and Leo. Peace and Leo. Peace and Leo, y'all. How are y'all? I'm ready to go. I'm so eager. Welcome in, y'all. I'm trying to hold on to the Crystaline Mars show. I am your co-host, Mrs. Dublé Jones. I'm going to talk slowly so I can give us time to flowly. But I had to get the show on the rolly. I don't know why. It's just this, it's this sense of urgency. Not in like a rushing way. I know urgent does mean, like rushing essentially. But yeah, anyway. Welcome in to the Crystaline Mars show. Peace, Blaze. My day was beautiful. Thank you for asking. How was yours? Welcome into all y'all to the Crystaline Mars show. I am your co-host, Mrs. Dublé Jones. I am the lady with the stones, the come heres, and the leave us alones. And I'm a spiritual guide to assist you in this life in any way that I can. So if you are looking for a spiritual hand to hold or seeking spiritual guidance, you can book with myself and or Brother Lagaz on CrystalineMars.com. There you can also shop your spiritual tools, gems, and jewelry, and you'll get free shipping for all U.S. orders over $75. Merry birthday to all of my Leos. We are officially in Leo season. I do have the Leo new moon video posted on our YouTube channel. So if you had not checked that out already, I invite you over there so you can explore, delve deeper, and work with this beautiful energy that's here for us. Shout outs to fucking y'all for showing up, for showing out, and purchasing y'all Fierce oil. The oil has only been on the market for only a few hours, and we have a ton of orders, and I thank y'all so much. Y'all go order your Leo Fierce oil on the website CrystalineMars.com. I will not be shipping them out until the beginning of next week, no earlier than the 27th. This oil here is lunar and solar infused, and it will be infusing under this Leo energy for 7 consecutive days to fully absorb the Leo moon energy. This oil is going to assist you when it comes to healing around being seen and being heard. It's going to assist you when it comes to really boosting your confidence and your courage, walking in your purpose, speaking your truth, expressing your creativity, and just reconnecting back with who you are and sharing that out with the world. This is going to help strengthen your aura as well. So to those of you who are ready to step out, to those of you who are ready to be bold, for those of you who are ready to align with your solar plex energy and take charge, step into that leadership role in your life, this Leo Fierce oil is going to be your best friend. It is available in 2 sizes. So we have that on the website, CrystalineMars.com. This is the 2-ounce bottle. This is a 2-ounce bottle. And we have it available in a 4-ounce. And don't forget, once they are sold out, they will not be returning until Leo season 2026. All right. Also, I'm super excited, y'all. I don't got it on a silver platter, bitch. I got it on a gold platter. Thank you so much for your gift. I send it back times a million, Dr. Jonathan. Y'all, I just like slung my spiritual bundles. If you know, you know. But y'all know that I've been talking about my Oshun and Ajay tools coming in. They've been in for about 2 weeks now, and all I needed to do was hand roll them. And they've been sitting there, and I haven't felt led to roll them up, to post them, to share them with you all until today. So I'm super excited to share that our Oshun and our Aj hand rolled candles are available on CrystallineMars.com. They are $10 a pop. We do have two pack and 3-pack bundle deals where if you bundle up and get more, you'll get them for a discounted price. They're 10 each, or you can get 3 for 25 or 2 for 18. You can mix match however you like. Now but I would definitely recommend that you bundle these two, okay? So this is the Aj one. This one is great for aligning with wealth and prosperity and calling in those financial opportunities. Great for entrepreneurs. And even if you're not an entrepreneur, this is great when it comes to calling in that consistent money flow energy. And then here we have Oshun. This one is great for fertility rituals. This one is great for love, for abundance as well, money, sweetness, right? And so these are available on the website. I do have more information in regards to all of their benefits and things like that, but I would definitely recommend that y'all get y'all bundle deal. Get your fierce oil paired with your hand rolled candles, because this is a fire ass set. CrystallineMars.com. And I also just added a new ritual service to the website. I know y'all like, damn, Double, you're gonna slow down one day, maybe. But I think I hit every crack, every crevice, every corner for now when it comes to the rituals. I have about 26 different ritual services that I provide, from root chakra energy to crown chakra energy, from protection to healing, from the little ones, for our children, to our big ones, to our crossover rituals, our ancestrals, our monies, our healings, the truth unveiled revealings. But I just added an Aj wealth and better business ritual that I'm super excited to work with you all, especially during this Leo season. So this is the reason for the season. Abundance is the reason for the season. Prosperity is the reason for the season. I would recommend booking the Aj Wealth and Better Business Ritual. I would recommend booking the Sovereign Soul Ignition Ritual. I would recommend booking the Oshun Golden Waters Healing Ritual. Head over to the website, the Money Flow, the Sweet Life. That's what you want as we are in this Leo season. And I would recommend pairing them with the guided meditation. You'll get a discount, 25% off, if you pair them together to amplify the results. But I'm here. I'm doing what I do. I'm doing what I do for me. So if you're ready to join me, if you would like some assistance, some of my energy to sprinkle on top of what you're doing, meet me on the website, CrystallineMars.com. If you have any further questions, feel free to ask, and I'd love to delve deeper and bring any clarity around that. What Baby Boo said? Why you delete it? Mystique, god damn, I was about to respond to Lovely. Okay, moderators. I gotta have some moderations. We gotta have a moderation meeting. Cause y'all be a little trigger happy. Damn. The Lovely came into the live and was like, is this Cleopatra? Can you say call me now? And you know I like to say that. And you deleted it. You deleted the message. I was about to say it. Call me now. Okay? You know, I mean, thank y'all for what y'all do. And I know, Mystique, you don't play, and I don't play either. But you said they be reaching. It's okay because we be teaching, you know, and it's just only when it gets like super out of hand, which I guess your out of hand may not be my out of hand, but you know, I like to play a little bit. You know, my Leo, my caddy and me like to play a little bit. You know, I like to say, call me now. It's okay. And that's the thing that I found too, you know, because it was something that happened recently, Mystique, that you also deleted. And I was like, I think it depends on the perspective, because somebody asked, actually what it was somebody asked, does wearing these things help with, it was something like this, does wearing these things help with channeling energy? or yeah, help me with tapping in or channeling energy, and you deleted their message, and I didn't see it until after, because you know I can see what's deleted and hidden and things. And I was like, and then you commented and was like, y'all be reaching, and I'm like, that was a legit question. You know, I don't, Lovely may have been trying to be funny. You know, we do have some people up here who do try to, you know, say things to quote unquote be rude, hurt my feelings, or whatever their intentions are. But I choose how I receive the message. I choose how I respond to the message. I like to dissect messages that are definitely quote unquote challenging my perspective and things like that. There are some things that I do overlook because I'm not going to feed or exchange with everything, but that was one of those questions that I could have answered, like, if I would have saw it. But yes, wearing these things do help, you know, and that could have been like a teaching moment. So I need you to you don't gotta delete everybody, okay? That's for all of the moderators in the building. All right. But welcome in to all of y'all who are joining. You said, okay, I'll chill. It's just when they spam the comments with the same question. My bad, shawty. You okay? And I gotta do a little better. I'll try to, when it comes to acknowledging the lovelies in the chat, because I do like to engage with y'all, but sometimes I just be in my flow, and I'll be more mindful when it comes to engaging. There will be some times that I just can't and I just won't. But yes, thank y'all. Welcome in. If we could get the likes up, y'all, that would be greatly appreciated. But I think that's it for the intro. Let me take a sip of my tea. You already know. Masterpiece came in, one of my favorite Sagittariuses. Hey. Welcome in. You said we early tonight. Yeah, we are. I was ready to start at 8, to be honest. I was ready to start at 8, but I kind of stalled a little bit. Let me see. I feel like the tea is going to be really sweet today. Yeah, it definitely is. Woo. So, let's go ahead and get into it, y'all. The message of the night is New World Order. Your name holds weight in the spirit and physical realm. Your name holds weight in the spiritual and physical realm. I'm going to say it one more time for the people in the back. Your name holds weight in the physical and the spiritual realm. The spiritual and the physical realm. Goddamn. I pulled out the High Priestess. And so when I pulled out this High Priestess, I just definitely tapped into this alchemizing, transmuting, manifesto, very powerful energy that you have been embodying when it comes to expanding, when it comes to freeing yourself from old narrative, from old ties, from old relationships, just from the old, the outdated. And so we also pulled out consistency builds character. And a lot of y'all have been very persistent and consistent when it comes to who you are today and who you are also becoming. And so with you doing all of that work, this new moon in Leo is now an opportunity for you to set the stage for, like we talked about, this upcoming year 2026. The seeds that you plant now are going to flourish, fully blossom in year 2026. So let's work with this energy. And also, this is a reminder, as we are officially in this Leo season, Leo rules the heart, right? And so a lot of y'all have been consistent, like I said, doing your shadow work, doing your healing, stepping into your purpose, stepping into your power, walking away from certain things. Here we have the 8 of Cups. You know, you've been standing tall to very challenging energy. People at the job, family members, just emotional matters, whatever it was. It was just a lot of different things where you're like, I'm going to put this down. I'm going to walk away from you. I'm going to walk away from that. And maybe you've been really delving deeper into your psyche, into your emotional body, into your spiritual body, again, for healing, for clarity, and things like that. And now, as Leo season is here, as we are slowly approaching this 8 karmic energy, you may feel like this desire to rekindle relationships. Like, oh, I've done the healing. I'm at peace. I've forgiven them. I am enlightened now. Or I am this. I am that. I have done this. I have done that. I am ready to go back in that environment. We're not doing that. I've been consistent in my works and I've been doing this. Let me go back. Because maybe your heart is healed. Your heart is light. And so you're in the... Because maybe you were in a space where you just really need to take a break. I got you, Graffiti. You just really need to take a break. You had to take a step back, like, hold on. This is just too much. Right? And that was a divine intervention. Your gods knew what you needed. Not just for then, but for now and for later. Your highest self knew what you needed then, now, and for later. And so enjoy this space that you're in and continue to move forward. And allow for the energy to come to you when it is ready, if it is ready. Okay? So with this clean slate olive branch, this is for you to move forward with your light heart. Okay? So let's get into the tarot tea time, you and me time. Peace, crypto. Mystique, you're annoying. Mystique, because I see you trying to, you want to, go ahead, you can block Martino. You like, bitch, double. Like, do you want me to block them or not? Like, double. And that's the energy, too, that your gods have. Like, what you want me to do? What you want me to do? Because like I said, your name holds weight. Y'all declare that down below in the comments. My name holds weight. My name holds weight. My name motherfucking holds weight. Okay, it's given very, very much presidential with this new world order. Because whatever this is that's transitioning, breaking down, coming into its fullness in your reality, it's all because of what you've been doing. It's because of the spiritual work that you've been doing. Some of y'all have been investing into your spiritual wealth, booking services, booking rituals, rather it's with me or whoever it be. You've been doing your own thing, your prayers. Maybe you've been going to church more, reading your Bibles. However you do what you do to connect with your God, right? That is what is now coming into fruition, okay? And so that's why it's intentional. That's why it's important that you are intentional with how you show up, with how you show up. And I need you to give yourself credit where credit is due. And with the ego, with the Leo, we're not making this all about us like it was all you. Like just like when it comes to building our community here in this space, this wasn't all because of me. It's because of you, all of you who are joining. Crystaline Mars wouldn't be a thing if it wasn't for my ancestors, for my gods collectively, for the collective helping us build, helping us sustain. Y'all constantly placing y'all orders, y'all constantly engaging, y'all constantly booking and things like that. This is a group effort. This is a team effort, but I want you to include yourself in that. So this is a beautiful time for you to reflect. This is a beautiful time for you to give yourself your flowers. I want you to reflect on where you were this time last year, this time 2 summers ago. I was just talking to Brother Lagaz right before I went live because 2 years ago this time, literally 2 summers ago, around this time, we were out in the ocean. We were selling at a table out at the beachfront. And I remember Lagaz and I had gotten an argument that day. The energy was really, really thick. And I just felt really heavy. I want to say it was on the 22nd too, but it was a 22 energy that I was in for sure. My life path number 22, for those of you who don't know. So the 22 definitely resonates with me heavy. And today is the 22nd. And so I remember we went to the beach and I was just carrying the energy with me the whole time. I was just in my feelings. I actually walked across the street to the beach. That's when I used to wear my wig, my Afro wig. I had released the damn wig. I hope, I did pollute. Hopefully, ain't no fishes or nothing. The wig didn't get caught up in nothing. But I definitely did release that motherfucking wig and some other shit in that water. I remember that was a time where I was like, I get it. I know where I'm at. I know where we are, but I don't really like this timeline right here. I don't like this space that I'm in. And I let some things go. And I was very consistent. I was very persistent when it comes to what I want, what I desire, what I need, what I love, and what I cannot tolerate. And then a year later, things begin to break down. And now another year later, I'm where I desire to be all along. So I want y'all to continue to hold on to your vision, continue to be confident, and walk away from the things that you know are not doing you any well, that are bringing you mental hell, spiritual hell. Let it go. Farewell. All right? And it may feel a little heavy. It may feel a little heavy, but you got this. And you're not by yourself. Just be one said, my name holds motherfucking weight. My name holds weight. Ashe. So let's go ahead and pull some cards. Welcome in, y'all. And y'all are moving along so quickly. I don't know. It's like the energy just have been picking up over the past month or two, and I've just been seeing the reflection in my daughter. Like, she has a gymnastics. She's been in gymnastics for freaking 4 years, and she's been at this new gym for a month, and she has been thriving so much in only a matter of 30 days. And I was thinking about it today. From our home, her old gym was south. Her new gym is north. Today, she reached a milestone. When she was at her old gym, she could not do something called pullovers. Within her first week of being at this new gym, she did her first pullover. Now, today, on the 22nd, she did 22 pullovers today. She came out, I was like, Mom, I did 22 pullovers. I'm like, look at you in alignment. My baby a Leo too. And and so it's the environment, right? It is the environment. So I want you to allow yourself to go up north. I want you to allow yourself to explore new environments. Place yourself in new environments. Stop trying to stay in places that you've outgrown, right? Go ahead and expand your comfort zone. This is a new opportunity. So set those intentions. If you don't want to work for corporate no more, plant those seeds right now. I'm not telling nobody to go quit your job, bitch, because I can't pay your bills. But go ahead and plant those seeds. Go ahead and plant those seeds. If you want to be in a certain financial space next year, plant those seeds. If you want your love life to look a certain way next year, plant those seeds now. Plant those seeds now. Somebody just shared one of my reels that I had posted back in Taurus season when I was out in nature, and I planted my first anything. I never buried anything in real life. And somebody shared it today, and it took me back to then, and I was like, wow, I remember that when I was planting those seeds, and I'm now seeing them come into fruition slowly but surely. Because I'm not going to sit here and lie like everything has fully manifested. It hasn't, but it's trickling in though. So y'all be intentional with this energy. Let's see what we got here for our collective reading. This is going to be general. I want y'all to take what resonates, leave what does not. And if you would like a personal reading tonight, y'all can send y'all love offerings in. First come, first serve. And I do not have any loveys in queue, so we can start with you, baby boo. Ashe. Welcome in to all of y'all who are joining. Thank you so much for the likes, for the loves. Thank y'all for the super chats, the cash apps, all of the love that y'all show. Thank you for the baby shower gifts as well. Just before I said, I'm thinking about moving a little north. I'm currently looking for a new spot. Okay, nice. Leo sun, Leo moon. Ooh wee. Wow. All right. So let's see what we got. What we got here? Let me take a sip again. All right. We have audit. The last time I saw this card was when I did the collective reading. The inheritance release reading that I just dropped this past Sunday. We got the moon in reverse. Oh my gosh. So, there is definitely, some of y'all may be in this penny pinching kind of energy here. I don't know, somebody has a tendency of returning stuff. Somebody has a tendency of returning stuff, like, or just being real tight with money. I'm picking up on some penny pinching kind of energy. And I want you to release those things. There could be some things that you need to write out, some new stories that you want to write out, some old stories that you want to cross out, because it doesn't feel like it's in alignment with this moon in reverse. Some of you may be holding on to old text messages or old like receipts or something like that, just in case. And it's time for you to go ahead and clear that out. Something's not meant to be returned. We have the 9 of Cups, my chicken wing card. This is nice. So what's this 9 of Cups energy here? What else we got with this 9 of Cups? Ooh, yes. We got depression in reverse. This depression in reverse been showing up a lot for me too. The 9 of Cups, the depression in reverse. Do you know something that somebody else don't know? I'm picking up with this moon in reverse. It's like you know something that somebody don't know. Maybe you got receipts or something that maybe somebody don't know. There's something that you know that somebody don't know. Like, what is this? You've been playing stupid or something? Yeah, we have main male here. We have change here. So there could be some changes or something that you've been doing or something like that. This could have to do with some man or masculine energy. It could have something to do with maybe somebody moving out. It could have something to do with like somebody's financial situation. Y'all may have been doing some work on somebody's behalf or something. I don't know what the fuck this is. But we got the Hangman in reverse. Like I said, you see something that somebody don't. Your perspective has shifted or will be shifting around something to where maybe you are depressed about something, or you feel emotionally drained, or you feel you are financially drained or something. But there is definitely a release here. This thing is, or this thing, these people, this thing, this person, these people, these things, whatever this is being released unto you. Like I said, with this Ace of Coins, this is definitely a time, as we're in this Leo season, that you want to do your abundance rituals or book them on our website. This is a great time to spend a block on that. But this is new opportunities financially. What's up with this Ace of Coins? We got false person in reverse. I meant false person. But with the false person in reverse, this is somebody or something having to get escorted out. Ace of Coins, false person. So something or somebody could have been in the way of your abundance. Like this feels like external, honestly. Somebody could have been using somebody or just acting like they were something to get some kind of like benefits or something like that. We have, this is card number 8. This false person is card number 8. So yeah, August is going to be very, very karmic. Some of you may want to, you may actually, there could be some receipts that you do need to keep though, actually, as I'm channeling deeper into this energy. There could be some stuff that is transpiring now and you gonna want to keep records of this. Like, okay, wow, that was only 8 days ago, or that was only a month ago, and then this happened, and then that. There's also this illusion that is being washed away too when it comes to something. Some of you, it's interesting because some of y'all are where you are when it comes to like your job situation. Some of you actually like what you do. Like, you don't want to switch fields. You don't like want to, like, you know where you want to be and you are there already. But it's something about like some kind of cap. I'm not saying that there is not higher heights for you to reach, but it's something like your money situation. Like, it is what it is as far as like your pay right now. I'm getting like somebody who's salary based, and it's like, you know that your money is not going to just change overnight kind of thing. Like, so I'm talking to somebody specific. But it is some kind of support that's going to come in, though. I don't know if this is a grant, if this is a relationship where now you going 50-50 with the bills, or they paying the car note or some, I don't know. It's something like that where the support is going to come in, or you got some kind of charity fund or something to where you don't have to spend your own money, but you got some kind of funding or something like that, to where that's what I see. I see like support coming in, allowing for your money to be your money. And so you're going to have more money because you're not going to be spending as much money because it's going to be sponsored. I'm picking up on sponsor energy. I found myself a sponsor. They used to be my song. Hey. So with this main male, there could be some kind of sponsor here or support. What's this? We got the house in reverse. I told you. So with the Ace of Coins and the house in reverse, this is you not living alone anymore. This is you not feeling alone anymore. This is you not having to take care of the, because some of y'all, maybe your main male or your person is down bad financially, and maybe you've just been supporting them. You've been their support system, or a family member or whatever has been down, and you've been supporting them emotionally and or physically and or spiritually, right? You may have just been really in your bag, and that is what's going to come back tenfold, because there could have been tests. There could have been tests when you were in a space to where your cup overflowed, and you know, and spirit gave you opportunities, sent people your way with their hand out to give you an opportunity to discern and not be a fool and to overextend yourself, but to also give you an opportunity to share a little bit, to share little bit of love, right? To maybe burn a candle or say a prayer for a loved one, to give your $2 or donate some clothes or put in a good word, whatever that looks like, or cover something or call somebody. I don't know what that looked like. But whatever you put out is coming back tenfold. Whatever you put out is coming back tenfold this upcoming month. Mark my words. So I hope that you were very intentional with what you was doing, because it's definitely coming back to pay you a visit. Is somebody doing laundry right now? Welcome in, y'all who have joined us. I'm doing our collective reading right now. We got the Empress. We got the Empress. Then I say it's coming back to visit you tenfold. The Empress is abundant. The Empress is abundant. And this Empress energy, this is one from one of my Oracle decks where it's like, it's more of like a darker energy. Like, this is the other card that's from the same deck. You see the moon. And so with this moon and this Empress, like I said, you've been doing a lot of work in the background, in the shadows here. Some of y'all freaking love black. Like, you love the color black. Smoky eyes may be significant. Like, somebody may be very bold, or love like witchy stuff. Even if you don't love witchy stuff, you may just really be intrigued with the darkness and the occult, you know, the unknown, spirituality and things like that. But the Empress, Spirit is inviting for you to be open, for you to be open to receive. Let me see. This is giving very creative energy. We got education fees. Education fees include tuition, housing, meals, books, activities, technology. I told you the energy that's coming in for you is very much voucher, bitch. It's voucher. It's voucher. Some of y'all are paying back student loans. You know, like I said, it's just a lot of things. You're like, I need help. I need help. You know what I mean? And that's coming through for you. I feel like you've been in this lesson. You've been learning these lessons or replaying something for a long time. And it's now time for you to go ahead and move on up. Like we talked about, moving north. The Empress twice. Wow. And if I'm not mistaken, these 3 cards came out together, right? Were y'all paying attention? Because I know I just flipped these 2 over, but I think this was with this last shuffle. The Empress and these 2 came out. Anybody seen that? Anybody seen that? Oh, we got some trolls in the building. Graffiti said the haters and the trolls are the biggest fans. Funny you said that. I think it was yesterday. Yeah, it was yesterday. My niece, 7-year-old niece, was like, you know, when people don't like you, no, when people are mean to you, that mean they really like you. I was like, who told you that? And I was like, but, you know, there's sometimes people just want to be mean. Sometimes people really don't like you. And that's okay too. Right? But interesting. Either way, we have the Empress came out twice. And you see they're giving 2 different energies. And this is not about sex. This is not about gender. Right? We all have Empress and Emperor, masculine and feminine energy that we are made up of. But like I said, this is whatever you have been doing in the dark with this Empress, the first Empress that came out, or that showed itself. You're coming out of this space because you see how light is giving Megan Good. This other one is giving Megan Good. To where like she's glowing. She looks like just fabulous. Like really, you know. And I mean, they both look good, but they both are giving different energy. One giving a little heavy, one giving a little light. So, but they both are giving power. They both are giving power. Didn't I say your name hold weight in the spiritual and the physical? The spiritual and the physical. All right? Woo! Mystique, yo, they going ham in the comments over here. And Mystique and Graffiti are having, I'm not gonna say I'm having a hard time, but y'all not really fucking with the shits, right? Graffiti talking about watch your mouth. Mystique talking about it's like they were waiting for her to tell us to chill. And that's a message in itself, right? I do what I do for a reason. I know why I'm in certain rooms and why certain people are in my room. Right? Come on in the room. And some of y'all may have this energy where you feel like, and I used to be in this space where I felt like I had to defend myself all the time, right? I felt like, you know, I gave a lot of things my energy. I engaged in a lot of different things just to prove a point, just to demand respect and things like that. But, and even there were times where I would pray that certain energy would just be moved out of my life, be moved out of my vicinity. Bitch, just be gone, right? Heavy on the banishing ritual, right? Heavy on the die, bitch. Heavy on the leave me the fuck alone. But the way my life was set up, it was like the energy just wouldn't go anywhere. No matter how hard I came. No matter how hard, how strong I came. And even now to this present moment, the energy is still here. The energy is always going to be present. but I don't react or respond to it the same way. So therefore, it doesn't affect me the same way. I'm not triggered by it anymore. Okay? The biggest thing is how you carry yourself. You can't make nobody watch their mouth. And I'm not saying just sit here and allow for people to just spit in your face and, you know, just totally disrespect you. But again, how do you show up in that? Especially when it comes to this online fake ass shit. You going back and forth with them for what? Watch your mouth. Watch your mouth. And they just back there trolling. Back there trolling. Getting all your energy for what? You focus. You focus. And know that the energy gonna be there. We talked about, bitch. Oh my gosh. I just posted the word of the day today from last year. And I had on this. I just had an epiphany. That wasn't planned. The word of the day that I posted today, I had on this caftan. I love this caftan. Y'all want to see it? I feel really queenly when I wear it. I got it from Be Fine. They probably don't have it in stock anymore. But I freaking love this one, man. I freaking love it. This ain't your Amazonian, okay? You know I love Amazon. But today's word of the day that I posted, it was from last year, and it was around monitoring spirits are on 1,000. And I had this scheduled from weeks ago. I channeled this, like I said, a year ago. Monitoring spirits are on 1,000. So give them something to look at. Speak with integrity, speak with tact. Okay? So that's why I said it's not always about shooting the fly. Let that fly sit on that wall. And when it's time for it to get splatted, when it's time for it to get swatted or moved out, it will. But don't you be over here exhausted? You ever try to chase a fly? You ever try to chase a fly? Okay? So again, you be aware, you acknowledge or be aware of the fact that the energy is present. Like you eating your hot dog, you know the fucking fly here, so bitch, you bite and you swat because you don't want the fly to lay eggs on your food, right? So you do certain things, like maybe say a prayer, right, which I've done. You wear some intentional oils, which I do. You have some crystals, some gold or whatever it is, which I wear, right, to shield you. You do a meditation, whatever it is, to shield you. But it's time to eat. It's time to eat. Because while you over here shooting the fly, swatting the fly, spending so much energy trying to chase that motherfucking fly, your food getting cold. Okay? So let them run it up. And let them run themselves out. Let them run themselves out. Y'all know misery needs company. What we got? Work in reverse. Okay, we got coming out in reverse. Interesting, because when I first started tapping into this energy, I heard I'm coming out. But we have work in reverse and we have coming out in reverse. So with the work in reverse and the coming out in reverse, this is just reminding me that it's taking me back to what I said earlier when I was like, just because you did the work, don't assume that they are or they did. Just because you're healed, you've forgiven them, don't think that they forgave you, right? Or they released that because you released that. With this coming out in reverse, somebody is fucking stuck. We got the world here. New world order. Coming out, work in reverse, new world order. This new world order is not going to be featuring a lot of fucking people. They're going to be watching, hearing through the grapevine. They're going to be watching and hearing through the grapevine. Jury duty. Didn't I say they're going to be fucking watching, bitch? They're gonna be fucking watching. Wheel of Fortune in reverse. So somebody could have really tried to like take you the fuck out, man. They could have really tried to take you out, yo. Like maybe got legal stuff involved, like courts involved, police involved. Could have been like gang stalking you, getting the people at the job involved, family members involved, like just really trying to get the world to turn against you. And all that shit's backfiring. All that shit's backfiring. All that's backfiring. Because somebody was like very manipulative, and somebody was very vulnerable. Somebody was very green. Somebody was very green. Their heart was very light green. And we got light green heart and we got dark green heart. Green eyes energy. We got renovate. We got renovate. Oh. New world order, new construction, home. Somebody could be in construction. I'm picking up on a special needs child as well. 2 girls may be significant. 2 or 3 daughters. But what's up with this renovate energy? Like I said, let the bygones be the bygones, bitch. And now what's your floor plan? What's your business plan? What's your game plan? What's your future plan here? Ray Bay said that means good luck. The Wheel of Fortune is upright. Yes. But it was in reverse. The Wheel of Fortune was upright when we first started. It was at the bottom of the deck. I didn't pull it out. I just shuffled it in and it came out in reverse now. So this is picking up on that karmic energy. That karmic energy. We have the Magician. I fucking told you. Didn't I say when I channeled the message of the night? I'm about to be wrapping up, y'all. So if y'all do want a reading tonight, this is your time to send in your love offerings. Because if not, we're just going to transition over to the spiritual lesson with Brother Lagais, okay? But didn't I tell y'all when we first tapped into the message of the night and I channeled New World Order, your name holds weight in the physical and the spiritual, and I was like, I don't know, whatever it is that you've been doing, it's given very alchemist, very transmutation, whatever it was that I said, however I said it. This is that magician energy. This is also that trickster energy as well. We have money mistakes and trickster. Money mistakes and trickster. Money mistakes and trickster. So with the renovate, money mistakes, and the magician. Yeah, a lot of y'all are healing your relationship with money. And there could be certain things, like I channeled this, we tapped into this the other day, where there could be just certain things that you're feeling called to get, and maybe you're not looking at your bank account. Maybe you're being called to like move out of this cheap energy, right? And not saying just, it's not about name brand or any of those things, but there's certain things that you may want to enjoy and you're being called to do it, or the opportunities are showing up and you may be sitting here like, I can't do it. Yes, you can do it. Choose the lifestyle that you want. Like, be very clear so spirit knows like what it is that you want here. But with the magician, a lot of y'all, like I said, this is a time to really do your money manifestation rituals at this time. Because, and I keep talking about money because the 8th month is that money financial energy. We got random tests. The magician, random tests, renovation. Give me one more. This one right here. The 7 of Swords. This is interesting. Is this energy that I'm picking up on is like the goat. I don't know who these people are or what this energy literally is, but what I'm seeing is like doors be closed, and so these people or this person, now they have to come to you because you have what they need or you have what they want, or they have to go through you for spiritual reasons, physical reasons, financial reasons, or something like that. Somebody is turning their back on somebody or something like that, and you're going to be gifted the opportunity to open a door for somebody or to help somebody or something. Again, like I said, Spirit's going to test you to see how you do, how you show up, how you show up. The Hierophant in reverse, the Devil in reverse, the Two of Wands upright. How are you going to show up literally? One more. The Two of Pentacles in reverse. A lot of y'all are moving into a powerful position. We got Two of Swords here. 222. Wow. I'm picking up on this Mediator energy too. Today's thumbnail for our YouTube live is green. I have the YouTube thumbnails like the chakra colors, and I go from the root to the crown, and we're on the green, right? Leo, like I said, represents the heart, the bridge between both chakras. Not sure if we got some Libras in the building, but some of y'all are definitely going to be like this middleman. You're going to be like this middleman in the physical and the spiritual, the bridge. Somebody may have to cross a bridge every day to go to work or something like that. It was heavy on the bridge energy. But yeah, there's going to be a lot of people that come to you at the job, and just somebody also is going to be getting a lot of recognition. I don't know if somebody's a model here, or even if you're not a model, I just seen like people coming up to somebody asking, can I take pictures with you? Or can I take a picture of your table? Can I take a picture of your product? Can I take a picture of your business card or something like that? And I just heard you got to stay ready. So stay ready. Somebody's definitely going to be using their throat chakra more to maybe just express themselves, or to promote business, or talk about what you do or something. I want to close out with our, I got a pit pull from OG. Y'all know the OG is heavy on the Leo energy. So I want to pull from there. Welcome in, y'all. If we could get the lights up, y'all. We got 93 and 55. If everybody in here could like the video, like the live, if you're resonating with it anyway. Peace, Salah. Fawn said, yes, a photo of me with my eyes. Wow. People have been asking to take a photo of your eyes. Is that what you're saying? Alien said, bridge between the spiritual and the physical. Eshu. Yep. Ilegua. Yep. We got under surveillance here. Then we talk about that. Monitoring spirits. Let's see what we got. Let's close out. Monitoring spirits, we got abandon the situation, new job offer in reverse, and we have resilience. Okay. So rejection is divine protection and re-fucking direction, man. If the job don't want you, don't want it. If they don't want to build with you, let it go, man. Let it go. That is their fucking loss. Somebody gonna feel gritty as fuck. I'm seeing the scene from The Little Rascals where Alfalfa had the fucking sand sandwich, bitch. Well, look, he ate the fucking sand sandwich. Somebody gonna be eating a fucking sand sandwich. Salty as fuck, gritty as fuck, because they gonna have to eat their words, or they gave you their ass to kiss. They gave you their ass to kiss. And they're either gonna come across your page, come across you, a picture They gonna come across you in some way, shape, or form, in the physical, virtual, spiritual, or whatever, and they gonna see how far you fucking come, and they gonna want to be in your space. They're gonna want to be in your space, but they're only gonna be able to come in if they come in with a certain energy. Okay? And a lot of them have not done the fucking work. They still want to play victim. They still want to point the finger. They still want to manipulate something. They still, bitch. Still and stagnant. So for whoever is hoping for this energy, you might have to just be at peace with something not coming together in the physical in the way that you dreamed of. You just might have to see him next lifetime. I'm serious. I mean that. There could be some kind of mutual friend or mutual family member where they cool with them, but they not cool with you, and but the mutual friend or family member talks to you about them, not about them like telling them problems and stuff, but you may hear of their name and their relationship and things like that, and you're like, dang, like, I remember when we used to be tight like that, or I remember when we used to talk or something like that, and it's like, yeah, that's them, but you on a whole different vibe, because it's quiet as it's kept. The mutual lovely in your life, they on the same vibe as them, but y'all can come together. You can coexist with them because they have some kind of like, they've done enough work, I'll say. They've done enough work to where y'all can share each other's space without you making them feel uncomfortable. But that other person who's like, fuck you, you make them uncomfortable. You make them uncomfortable. But the mutual person, they not where you are. So they feel cool around them. They maybe could still manipulate a situation with them or whatever it is. So I need you to be at peace with loving from a distance. So let that closure, give yourself closure around that. So we got new job offer in reverse. We got resilience upright. Sweet Life Manifesto. I told y'all, a lot of y'all can benefit from booking your Sweet Life Manifesto ritual on the website, CrystalineMars.com. But I told you, a lot of y'all gonna get seen. Y'all gonna be definitely seen, or paths gonna get crossed some way, shape, or form. And it's gonna be very obvious that you're not where you used to be. You're not who you used to be. Somebody about to be in the same room as their enemy, or you already are. Somebody about to be in the same room. The physical vicinity, I feel it is here, and I got the chills. And this may not be you may not have envious energy towards them, but somebody who ain't fucking with you is about to be in your space, and it's gonna be heavy on how you gonna move. It's heavy on how you gonna move. And it ain't about you being mean. It ain't about you. But it's like, are you going to allow for your energy to be altered, to be shifted? Or are you going to shift your energy on purpose? In what direction are you going to shift it? Right? You don't got to go up to them and say, hey, I call it divine. We in the same space, so I guess it was meant for us to. No, again, if they want to come to you, let them come to you, and then you handle it accordingly. Somebody about to be in the same motherfucking room. Nah. In the physical, let's be specific. As somebody you're going to be in the same room with somebody from your past. Family, friend, or foe, bitch. Mark my words. Sometime in this Leo season. It's going to be during Leo season. It's going to be during Leo season. We got pay raise. Bitters. Confirmation. Gritty ass sandwich. Sand sandwich. Pay raise. That ain't you though. Y'all leave down below in the comments. I lack nothing. I lack nothing. I lack nothing. You are the GOAT. Didn't I fucking say that? Didn't I say I picked up on GOAT energy? So just as I'm just channeling, y'all know I do how I do what I do when I do it, right? And some of y'all be on that same tip where you just be channeling shit. You just be knowing shit. You like, bruh. And then it comes up just as you seen it. Maybe a little different. Maybe a little later than you thought or something. But I told you the GOAT. They gonna have to cross paths, bitch. They may not have to say anything to you, but they are gonna have to fucking see you. They're gonna have to see you. Jewelry duty, head ass. And we have growth. We have growth. So I talked about you've been growing, you've been doing the work. And that's why your name holds weight with this GOAT. Now my Oshun frequency is over.
Teenagers are building businesses with AI, while the only AI...
Artificial intelligence or God intelligence, bitch? Which one is it? All right. I want to get a few more and I'm going to close out. Did I have any love offerings for readings? Let me check real quick. I don't think so. Let me see. Just be one talking about I lack nothing. Enjoy the sandwich. Bia. Stop acting like a punk. I don't know if you know of that song, Just Be One. You probably don't. But you might. I don't know. I see you sending a love offering too, Just Be One. Okay. But it was a song called Bia. Well, not called, but it said Bia. Stop acting like a punk. So like I said, there's definitely gonna be some kind of energy that's gonna be put in your space to see how the fuck you gonna show up. Alright? So I'm gonna pull 3 more and we done. Let's close out with 3 more. Ray Bay said, yes, you do. You talking about the love offering? All right. We got Scorpios. We got any Scorpios in the building? If we got any Scorpios, y'all drop some Scorp signs or something in here. We got Scorpios. You see right through me. Remember we started the reading with the High Priestess card. I pulled the card for the day and it was the High Priestess. The High Priestess is Scorpio energy. Remember we talked about that false person. Remember we talked about that power and your ability to see and just channel and tap in into the spirit. That's that Scorpio. You see right through me. Manipulate. Don't allow the truth to be altered. You know. All right. So Scorpio. So some of y'all, it may be getting a little fifth dimensional in this bitch for y'all. Like some of y'all are really tapping into your clair senses, your clairvoyance, your clairgusance, your claircognizance, your clairsentience, all of these clairs. And it may just be getting a little like to the point where you're like, bruh, like, am I tripping? Like, am I, in like La La Land? Am I in Delulu Land? Like, is this really what I see? You may be able to like really hear people's thoughts, see people's hearts, or see people's soul, or whatever it is. Okay? And so Spirit just wants to remind you that you are able to see through the energy, through the facade, through the vessels. So don't allow the truth to be altered. Remember that you know. And we have birds of a feather. Birds of a feather. Okay? And, the negative serves its purpose. When as birds of a feather energy shows up, it always reminds me of are you going to be the crow or are you going to be the eagle? We revisit that every so often. Are you going to be the crow or will you be the eagle? The crows are going to always exist. The crows serve their purpose, but the crows can only go but so far. The crows are going to peck at the eagle, but as long as the eagle continues to move up in altitude, the crows will eventually lose oxygen. They have to stay. They can't cross the threshold. They can't go but so far. Okay? But then the eagle comes down to eat, to swoop its prey, and then go back to wherever the fuck it come from or wherever it need to go. The eagle is the only one that can fly above the storm. Okay? So this is a dual energy here as well. Remember, both empresses came out. that the darker Empress and the lighter Empress. This is for you to embrace the duality of the energy, the negatives and the light, the positives and the cons, the goods and the bads, the yins and the yang within yourself and other people. And ultimately just seek understanding. Just try to understand it more, and that will help you know how you need to navigate that space, how you need to address the energy, help you learn about spirituality or the physicality of things. The birds of a feather. Who you flocking with? Who you talking with? And again, you may be surrounded by crows. Monitoring spirits, the friends, the foes. Give them something to look at while they're looking. Give them something to look at. And when I say give them something to look at, we're not talking about no childish ass 99 boo-boo. We're not talking about, oh, I'm going to make you jealous. We're not talking about from that lower vibration. We're lead with this 22 energy. There's no coinkydink while we entered Leo, which is the king, the queen of the jungle, on the 22nd vibration, on the 22nd day. The 22nd is queen energy. So don't fall into that lower vibration of the 4. Don't. Fly high with the 22. With the do-blade, the do-do. A lot of y'all can benefit from a birth chart reading, CrystalineMars.com. All right. So let's close out with our declaration, which is, my territory is enlarged. My territory is enlarged. My territory is enlarged. Y'all leave that down below. And I'm going to go ahead and get into our personal readings. We got Matthew and then we have Tony. Matthew and Tony. My territory is enlarged. Baba said crow season. Maybe. I wouldn't consider it crow season, but it is a crow year if you want to look at it that way. So, yeah, I guess you can say crow season. Crow and ego. Scar and Mufasa. Okay? Lion King, bitch. Hakuna Matata. All right? Tomato. It's one and the same. The yin and the yang. All right, so Matthew wants a general. Matthew general. What does Matthew need to know? Oh, hell. We pull it from OG? Okay. Who? You handled that situation appropriately. We have royals here. You handled that situation appropriately. Royals. Okay, just be one. I'm not sure if there was something that just came up. Graffiti said, don't skip me. I just saw that you sent in for the oil, I thought. Oh, I see you, Graffiti. Thank you for saying something, baby, because I sure was about to skip to Blue, my darling. I did not see you. Okay, I got you. But, just be one. Yeah. Don't know if it's something that you intentionally did recently. But Spirit wants you to know that you handled that appropriately. And we have the royals. Ooh, and we got door opener access granted here. So whatever you did, you did what you need to do, which allowed for you to move on to the next level. Whatever that was. Let's see if I get some more information. We have breath work here. Blowing smoke. So it could have been some spiritual clearing or some truth unveiling or something like that. Some blowing smoke, like you've been seeing something for what it is and maybe calling it out. Letting the energy, you've been moving the energy through, not letting it. Yeah, we got justice here. This is beautiful. Dreams into reality. This is nice. Just be one. Dreams into reality. Justice. Justice has been served. Dreams into reality. Nice. So you definitely want to do your manifestations with this Leo new moon. For sure. For sure. Now is the time. You've pondered long enough. Fertile, like I said, plant your seeds. So plant your seeds around love and money. I do see, and it's interesting that you got a reading today, but I did see that you're going to be connecting with some energy that's going to make you a little uncomfortable. It does feel like it's going to resonate with you on a soul level, but it's something about that's going to make you uncomfortable. It feels like a masculine energy, so it can be a man or a woman with strong masculine energy, but it does feel like it's going to make you uncomfortable, but it's going to like help you grow though. Ooh, wait. And the all of these cards just landed in my mug. They didn't dip all the way in there, but they dropped into my Clover mug. We got You've Earned This. Wow. I Ain't Got It. And we have Healer, Fresh Air. You've earned this. I ain't got it. So whatever you pulled your energy back from needed to be done. You got to be okay with not being able to help everybody in the way that they may be asking for it. And lastly, okay. Lastly, we have Blast from the Past. This is a test. So like I said, something could be making you, somebody could be sending you, coming back from some past energy or something like that. That may make you uncomfortable. It may feel familiar, like I said. And we got to spend time with the ancestors. So you can spend time with the ancestors for more clarity around this. We got boys, so I did pick up on that masculine energy, like I said. Okay, but you do got some beautiful energy coming through. So definitely be intentional with this new moon, okay? Graffiti says you got someone on YouTube who said they sent in for a reading as well. That's Tony, right? I think Tony's on YouTube. Welcome in, y'all. Let me look real quick in the comments to see. Let me see if anybody asked any questions. Just trying to filter through. Mystique said, enlarge my territory. What you know about that? Ashe. I don't see anything that really warrants a response over there. Hebrew said, how do you feel about Aquariuses? I love Aquariuses. My dad was an Aquarius. And Aquariuses definitely, they challenge me to think outside the box. And I appreciate their uniqueness. Interesting beings though, for sure. Interesting energy, rather. What we got over here on Instagram? Hold on, bitch, because my hair wrap over my eye. It's like my eye felt heavy because the rat was like leaning on that bitch. Let me see. Oh, Ray Bay said mine already in my space. Oh, that enemy energy? Oh, shit, bitch. Yep. Okay, let's see. Yes, that was Tony. Yep. So Graffiti did send in his love offering in before you did, Tony. I just didn't see it. So I'm going to do Graffiti first. Hebrew said, I don't know too much about zodiac signs, but people tell me that's what I am. Okay. All right, let's see what we got for Graffiti. Let me see what Graffiti need. I think Graffiti want to keep it low key, so I will honor that. Okay, I got you. So let's see. Gosh, okay, I'm gonna put from tarot. I keep hearing you need to trust yourself. 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 You need to tr hearing you need to trust yourself, Graffiti. Yes, the Hermit, the King of Cups, the Knight of Pentacles, the Page of Cups in reverse, yes, the Temperance, yes, the Tower. Yes, Graffiti. The Queen of Cups. So you got the King of Cups and you have the Queen of Cups. So honestly, okay, so Graffiti, what I'm getting for you is, here anyway, when we meditate, we pray, right? We PREY. We go into meditation and we make shit shake. There is this message around you intentionally going into meditation and letting your spirit roam. You are covered, so you're not going to be roaming into dangerous territory. But the need of this roam is going to, it's like there is a power control, a control that needs to be released. But it's like you don't trust yourself. Now I want you to sit with this because I'm already picking up resistance from you, Graffiti. Before I even started channeling this message, all I hear is you saying, I do trust myself, or I don't feel that way, or I don't. So just sit with this, okay? And so when you go into meditation, allow your soul to travel and believe what you're experiencing, trust what you're experiencing, because you know, like, you're very well versed in the spiritual realm, so none of those things are like weird to you, or you don't operate in disbelief, but it's something about what you're doing that you don't feel like is completely effective when it comes to this energy that you inquired about. And this energy that you inquired about is helping you break through some kind of, break out of some kind of box. I keep picking up on Aquarius energy. Do you have any Aquarius placements? But this is a very challenging, this is different territory that you're moving into, and it's but you gotta push through though. You gotta like break through this ice, like you gotta break the ice. So definitely, that's just what I'm getting. That's what I'm getting. Like, don't try to control the meditation. Don't try to control anything that you do in the spiritual realm in this moving, I won't say moving forward, but at least in this next meditation, and see where you go and see what you do. It's heavy on the move into the observer. Move into the observer energy. Because your ego is in the way. Your ego is in the way. When you go into meditation, have your palms faced up. Have your palms faced up. If you do have like howlite clear quartz, have those stones on your person as well. And that's what I got for you, Graffiti. All right, so we're going to go ahead and close out with Tony. I saw something I wanted to respond to over here. Gosh, I seen something. I don't know. Welcome into y'all who have joined us, though. I don't see the comment that I did. Okay, you're here. Okay. I say graffiti. All right, let me go ahead and text the guys. I'm ready. Two of Wands, Two of Pentacles. Okay, we're done shuffling. Three of Swords in reverse. The Hierophant in reverse. The World in reverse. The Judgment upright. Okay, so Miss Tony, I'm hearing halt 1 2. Spirit is calling for you to halt as something balanced out. I'm not sure if there's something you're trying to move forward with, but I don't feel like it is a time based off of the energy that came out. There is some unfinished business that is being wrapped up currently in the spiritual realm. So don't make any physical moves in regards to, like, I don't know what this is that you're trying to do, or where this is that you're trying to go. I don't know if you've been setting intentions to do something or go somewhere and you just haven't gotten there yet, or you haven't gotten to it yet. You didn't do it yet because it ain't the time yet. This is not the time. There is a message, a loud message around resting. Allow yourself to rest the weekends or something like that. Like, let your off time be your off time. It's feeling like, Tony, you don't have this off button. You're always thinking about what you need to do next, or what you could be doing, or what needs to be done. And Spirit's like, you need to sit down. You need to sit down. Rest. Recover. Replenish. And allow for this work to be done. It's like you've done the work that need to be done. And so now Spirit's taking care of the rest, and then you'll be called to move soon, but not right now. What's at the bottom of the deck? Yeah, the Six of Swords in reverse. Yeah. I am picking up that you need to do more intentional breath work. Do some more intentional breath work. I don't know. Have you ever gotten like that high feeling from when you do breath work and you feel like woozy a little bit? But I'm feeling like some deep, deep, deep breath work is definitely needed to help move this energy through you. Something significant can be coming through for you in the next 4 days. That's going to bring some balance here to your financial situation. Yeah, I'm seeing like some kind of unexpected gift from Spirit, or you're going to be unlocking some spiritual gift. But it does feel like it's physical, financial, and spiritual. It's both. They're connected. The next 2 to 4 days. Yeah. So rest. So take it easy this week. That's your message for this week. Take it easy and let things unfold. And then you'll be called to move divinely. But you do need to put something to rest, or you need to release this responsibility that you put on yourself to take care of something, because something is not for you to do. No, you're not too late, Denison. Lagos didn't come in yet. I did send a text, but hurry up if you did want a reading. Ashe. So that's what I got for you, Tony. So I'm thinking of a number between 800 and 900. Whoever drops the number first, I will do a reading for free, a 3-card reading, general, which you need to know. So y'all drop your numbers 800 through 900. What numbers y'all got? 800 through 900. If I do get any love donations sent in financially first, those will take precedence. $800 and $900. Between $800 and $900. Baby people talking about 555. Outspoken. You just wanted to come in with the energy. Let me see. 800 and 900. Did the Instagram freeze? Ain't nobody saying nothing over there. Y'all booming over here on YouTube though. 800 and 900. Anybody? Let me see. Y'all not gonna be struggling like last night, are you? Y'all was struggling like hell yesterday. Y'all coming through with the 822s. Like 4 y'all came in with that number at the same time. All right, TT, we done. TT. TT. Hey, TT. TT. The number was 808. Y'all came, Dennison and Silent Films came in, but y'all said it after I was done. Nope. Y'all annoying. Y'all fucking annoying. One and done, bitch. One and done. You said because they love my birthday. The 822. Okay, TT, this one for you. TT. Look at TT got. You got the Queen of Swords. TT, you gotta get your Leo oil. What's this? Hold on, TT. Oh shit, TT. TT. Whoa! You about to do circles on somebody or something like that? So, Tiandra, your energy is already like, leave me the fuck alone, right? If this is Tiandra, this is you, right? Yeah, that's you. Your energy already like, leave me the fuck alone, but you definitely about to be stepping into like this next level. You about to be stepping to this next level, but I do see this energy like wondering, like just trying to figure out why you're not bothered anymore. I don't know. I do see this, especially this upcoming month, you're going to be navigating this space with ease. Like literally, like you're not going to have to act phony or act like you good or any of that. Like you're literally going to be unbothered and you're going to be leaving the energy scratching its head. So you may notice a shift in you when it comes to like just maturing and choosing when to express certain emotions, like, you know, your frustration or anger or whatever. Like you're going to choose when to pull those out, and it's going to be more like strategic when you do, but it's definitely not going to be like based off of how other people are making you feel. Okay, so I do see you being more in control of your emotions and just feeling more empowered, and radiating that. And it's not even about what you're saying, but your energy is just definitely going to be like, bitch, I ain't worried about you. Like that's going to be your energy. But you're going to be at peace with it because you know you be getting irritated. But I see that irritation moving out. Dennison, you sickening. Hold on. Okay. Ooh, Dennison, I got to do this for you. Okay, so Dennison, I'm going to close out with you. You just sent in a love offering. I'm going to close this out with you. Okay. Interesting, Dennison. Oh, I feel your energy with this. This is really challenging. Let me see. TT said it definitely resonates. Good. Okay, Dennison. Ooh, where did it go? Ooh, didn't y'all see a card flip out? Oh. Okay, we got the High Priestess. Hangman. The Justice. Two of Pentacles, the Five of Wands, the King of Pentacles, the Two of Cups in reverse, the Nine of Pentacles in reverse, the King of Swords upright. So, to answer your question, Denison, the karmic debt has been paid in full, and it's time to move forward. It's time to move forward. You've reached a dead end with this, and you did what you could do, what you needed to do. But yeah, we have the Two of Cups in reverse, and we have the Nine of Pentacles in reverse. It's reached its end. It's reached its end. It does feel like it's gonna hurt though. Whatever this is gonna cut deep. Yeah, we got the King of Swords and we got the Empress. This is gonna be very painful. It doesn't feel like it's gonna be easy at all. Like emotionally, there's definitely gonna be some space that's gonna be needed. Heavy emotions involved. But yeah, this is they taking me back to Sunday. I don't know if you were here with us on Sunday, but if you weren't, you might want to go run back to Sunday's message on YouTube. It was titled, that show was Surrender to the Tower. Surrender to the Tower. But that's what I got for you, babe. It's run its course. I send you love. This feels heavy, honestly. It does. But for you, it feels like more heavy in the mind. For the other person, it feels heavy in the heart. Which in your heart is going to be affected too, but it's more mental for you because you feel like you have a responsibility here, which you do or did, and you do in this moment, like what you're going to do moving forward. Are you going to drag the energy or not? But yes, so that concludes our reading for tonight. Thank y'all for sharing this space, y'all. Y'all leave 3 white hearts down below so we can energetically tap in with Brother Lagaz's energy and be open to receive the spiritual lesson that he has here for us tonight. Again, head over to the website, CrystalineMars.com, and take advantage of all of your spiritual tools, gems, jewels, your Leo infused fierce oil, and our hand-rolled abundance and prosperity candles that are available, and our new ritual, CrystalineMars.com. If y'all would like a reading from Brother Lagaz or any other spiritual guidance, spiritual clearings, you can send in love offerings to him. His information is down below. But I'll see y'all in the comments. Thank y'all for showing up with y'all white hearts. I love y'all. All right. Oh, you gonna talk about him? His birthday is 8/18. Oh.
Peace, family. Today's spiritual lesson is on Malcolm Jamal Warner, also known as Theo from The Cosby Show, who passed away allegedly from drowning on July 20th, 2025. Now, I'm not going to talk about I'm not going to focus on like the conspiratorial energy around it, but we are going to focus on the cartomancy energy surrounding it. As we look at that day, first off, we notice that he's born on the 18th, right? August 18th. He passed away on July 20, 2025. That happens to add up to 18. So you already see a connection between his birthday and his death date. Ashe. Now, the cards on his birthday are 8 of clubs, 10 of hearts. The cards on his death are 8 of clubs, Jack of Spades. So we already see the connection between the Eight of Clubs. That's connected to him. But then we have Jack of Spades. Now, what's interesting about Jack, first off, the Jack of well, first off, when we look at his yearly spread, the Jack of Spades was in his long range energy, um, which could be a spiritual, some sort of spiritual significance, spiritual awakening or change, right? Or a change in purpose, things like that. And or it also represents the energy of having to be mindful about certain individuals around you, especially those in the spades category. Um, be watchful for untrustworthy people and individuals. Right. This is important because there's a lot of lot of bad smelling energy around this mysterious death. Right. But when we look at some other interesting things on this day, I looked through his weekly spread on his cards in congruence with his yearly spread, right? So he was at the last of his spread. He was in his Neptune. Now, Neptunes can deal with death. They can deal with death. It just so happened that his Neptune card for the year was 10 of clubs, right, which is not a big deal. His Neptune, or one of his Neptune cards for the week, for that particular day on July 20th, was the 5 of Spades. Now, they happen to both be, they're on different plates, and I'm not going to go into what I mean by that, but they're on different plates. And it just so happened both cards, the 10 of clubs and the 5 of spades, had to be in the same exact place on these spreads. It was in the same, it was like overlapping each other. They both were on this Jupiter line where Jupiter meets Neptune. So not only was he in his Neptune day, Neptune cycle for the year, right, which can deal with hopes, but it can also deal with fears, can deal with illusions, right? And that's the thing. This death, as I said, it seems real fishy. So the way it's being projected, it seems to be some sort of illusion is being created, right? On how or why, he passed away. It just so happened that he had traveled to Costa Rica. So the 5 of spades deals with travel. So he was in a foreign place. He was in, travel away from home, right, in the Caribbeans on that day. And it just so happened that the 5 of spades, the travel card, was on that day for him to be, traveling. Ashe. On this Neptune. Now, it does make it, and because it's on that Neptune, you have to be, first of all, it's on a Neptune day for him, and it was on a Neptune in his spread, right? So it's this double Neptune energy. And when we look at that in the book, when it comes to that Neptune 5 of spades, you have to be very mindful and very careful about your travels. It does say to be very careful around that time. But that's not the biggest issue. It's when we combine it with two other energies that happen to take, fewer energies that take place. First off, we had a 9 of diamonds in his long range for the week, right? Which 9 of diamonds have to do with changing of values or changing of assets or changing endings of things, right? And we saw how this ended for him. We also can see, I saw in his chart that for the year, his Pluto, one of his Pluto cards was the Ace of Spades. Now, the Ace of Spades deals with death and rebirth. It can deal with entrepreneurship and starting something new and things like that. I did hear that he was working on coming out with a new podcast pretty soon and reinventing himself in that way, and trying to reinvent, like it seemed, just black people in general, as it was called. Something it was called like something about like this is not hood or something like that, or we don't have to be hood or something like that, right? So the Ace of Spades in your Pluto heavily deals with death. Now the way that they describe it in the book is death of someone close to you, right? There's a good chance of someone dying that's close to you, or it could be you yourself. None of the cards say that you could be the one that dies, but if you put two and two together, yes. So you already had the death energy. Now, when something's in your Pluto, it tends to be an issue that you're going to really run into, or overcome it, or what have you, by the end of your cycle. So this is going, like, it was only a few weeks, or for about 4 weeks away from his birthday. So, come to the end of that cycle, this is where you get. And then his result energy is the Three of Clubs, which can be confusion, when it comes to communication, or not directness and things like that. If he had survived, then we probably would have seen the podcast come out and this super creative, and communicative, process, right? But instead, we got the other version of that. And then we also have, he had a Six of Spades in Pluto. Six of Spades is a fate card, right? When you run into your fates, when you run into karmic debts, when you run into things that you may owe. You also can run into health issues and health problems, or definitely health challenges around this time. So when you have those two as your Pluto cards for the year, Six of Spades, Ace of Spades, in combination with the Five of Spades on that day, because the thing about it, and on a day that's not the best for you to have a Five of Spades, right? When we combine those energies, and then once again the Jack of Spades. Now the Jack of Spades was one of his long range cards, right? And I said that means that was the energy of having to be aware of someone trying to finagle you, finesse you, or just harm you in some type of way, right? Somebody that's not on your side, basically, right? Well, it just so happens that long range was Jack of Spades, and then we see he actually died on an Eight of Clubs with the Jack of Spades. So the Eight of Clubs meaning him in connection with the Jack of Spades, meaning somebody or some group, or that did this to him. Alleged. Well, I don't need to say allegedly because I'm not saying anyone in particular, right? But that's what it seems like. And then with this illusion of it being just a regular drowning, right? Well, we see this is all happening in Neptune. It'd be different if this was happening in any of the other planets, but it just specifically happened to pass away in his Neptune period on a Neptune day during Mercury retrograde. Right? Is Neptune in retrograde? I'm not sure if Neptune's in retrograde. I think it might be. Right, but yeah, Madame Dublé could put that in. It is, and Neptune's in retrograde. So the illusions are on an all-time high for the Earth, and then definitely for him, right? So when it comes to, okay, this is what was being presented is how he died. It easily can all be illusionary just because of the energies that are taking place right now. Shay. Now, could this have been avoided? It can always be avoided. It's always possible. He would just, if he had this all in his understanding, he might have been avoided by not traveling, or not traveling as far. He could have instead did something dealing like with communication or some other type of work where he's calling, making different phone calls, things like that. That still could fulfill the Five of Spades energy. Um, or he could have been, maybe he might have been around someone that was in the spade suit, or who was a Jack of Spades themselves, and he could have avoided that particular person or persons, right? A particular person that that could have possibly saved him from going through that, or just maybe not traveling on this particular day where he's going to be running into this Jack of Spades energy that he needed to be mindful of, that's directly attached to him with this Eight of Clubs. Ashe. So there's no, I can't say there's any guarantees that's how it could have been altered, but it's definitely possible. We can at least see how it all matched up, if not anything else. Ashe. So that is today's spiritual lesson. We'll go into the Q&A. Ashe. Let's see. Up in peace to everyone on TikTok, all the OGs on IGs, and to everyone on YouTube. We appreciate all the like, shares, and the subscribes, as well as all those who give the love offerings and the super chats and the cash apps and all those good things. Ashe. Ashe. Let's see. Silent Film says that's interesting. Ashe. Silent Films. Peace. Peace to Graffiti and Just Be One. And to Be Unique. Let's see over here on YouTube what y'all got going on. Peace to Graffiti with the love offerings. Ashe. What's this? TF Enchanted. God speaks through stars, dreams, and spirit, not just sermons. For God speaks again and again through people, though people do not recognize it in dreams and vision. Ashe. Ashe. What else we get? Scott Whitty says crazy. Abraham, do you believe in Jesus? I mean, we're not talking about Jesus right now. Abraham, it's not relevant to the conversation, right? When we're talking about religion or Christianity or Jesus, you can throw that in there, but it doesn't really make sense to just hop on some random conversation and you just start throwing Jesus in there. It's come on, it doesn't really make sense. So yes, I believe Jesus was the master teacher. I'll share to that. Divine Waters, what's your point? Well, I already made my point, so if you don't understand the point, I'm sorry. I thought I made it pretty clear. Who you talking about? I'm talking about, well, you might not be black, so you might not know who Theo is. I understand. Yes, ampersand, he don't know. So yes, Divine Water says, yes, I thought it was right away. His death was fishy, right? It was fishy for many reasons. I mean, just off rip, it sounded fishy. But then when you look into the card, it sounded like, okay, you see, why and how, and you can see why that fishy energy is vibing, because it's in a fishy time, energetically, in at least 3 different ways, right? All that Neptune energy. See, Graffiti says to do belay my ascendant and Saturn are Aquarius. The one you channel was Aquarius Sun. Ashe. Abraham says, You are a false prophet, but much love, do your thing. But I mean, I can't be a false prophet because I'm not a prophet, so I don't know how that works. Maybe I'm a false something else, but wouldn't be prophet though. Peace, divine waters. Magda Blanco, what are you talking about? I mean, we're talking about Theo. We're talking about the mysterious death of Theo, or Jamal, or Malcolm Jamal Warner. Nikki, I don't have money. I understand. You gotta get it how you live. See, we're discussing Malcolm Warner's cartomancy energy. Ashe. Divine Water says, do you think he could have faked his death for a reason unknown to us? That is possible. That's possible. Right. Once again, this is in the Neptune energy, right? It's an illusion. It is possible. Yeah, that is possible, right? Or they could have, whoever, or somebody else could have faked his death, and they have him, captured somewhere or something. Like there's different possibilities. Whatever it is, it's not what they're saying it is on the surface. I do guarantee that. Silent Film says, plus Pluto is the 9th planet. This is a 9th year, it is. Seems like a lot of challenges was stacked against him for this year and that day. Ashe. Ashe to that. They said that was a ninth day. When you add add up to 18 and 18 adds to 9, it was on a 9th day for the year. So Ashe. Neptune being god of the sea. Can we double click on that? Ashe to the god of the sea. Yeah, it is unfortunate. Very unfortunate. Like I said, he has some powerful things in the works, it seems. I missed out on all Jesus lovers today. I missed them. Peace and love, divine waters. Shannon Jones, we're not doing the muscle show today, but maybe next time. And the Cash App link is $bro Logos, BROLOGAS. Ashe, divine. It's 22:11. Ashe to that. Graffiti. XX Roblox says, I like to learn more about astrology. It seems to put things in the precise, I guess you're trying to say perspective. And it is highly intellectual. Not everybody will get it. Yeah, it is. It is definitely, it's just like anything else. If you want to be a chemist, if you want to be a mathematician, if you want to be a historian or what have you, it requires great study, great deal of study. I'm still doing a lot of studying and practicing myself, right? It's a lot like medicine. To tell you the truth, it's like, because you have to not only study, but you have to practice and practice. Trying to, see and discover, the interpretations of things and put two and two together and stuff like that, right? So, yeah, there definitely are levels to it. It definitely takes, a certain level of intellect, but also a certain level of creativity and intuition. Not sure. Shout me a reading. I share DC's son. You know, you can always send a love offering. We could do some readings for you. It's a new subscriber. Says Afsana. 97, does my husband, instead of cheating on me, I'm not sure. I'm not sure about that one. I'm not sure about that one. Was he traveling alone? I wonder. That's a good question. It's a good question. We don't have the details right now. They're pretty hush about it. I am going to listen to Tariq Nasheed maybe tonight or tomorrow, see if he has some more information about it. The 9th is a spiritual day, Ashe. 9 is always new beginnings as well. It sure is. It sure is. New beginnings, or or old endings, right? Or new endings, or however you want to look at it, right? Ashe. I don't see any other questions, comments, or concerns. Peace of Sana. Shade to XX Roblox. Side of Film said they said his family was there. And one news outlet said, okay, his family is with the family. Shame. Well, Sana, if you want a reading, throw something into the plate. Throw something in the Cash App, $ Bro Lagas, if you really are trying to get something done. But yeah, okay, he was with family. Okay, I do see this 3 of Hearts in this Pluto. I see the 4 of Hearts. 4 of Hearts deals with family. 3 of Hearts can deal with family or loved ones and stuff. I see this 4 of Hearts in this Saturn for that week. Okay, I see 3 of Hearts is twice for this particular week. It would be interesting to see which family members were there and what their birthdays were, and if any of them had that Jack of Spades energy or some sort of Spades energy. It would most likely be a male. A male. All right. Okay, a wife and children. Okay. So wife and children were there, so then it probably wasn't one of them. But as I get more information about it, if something that I can tie to the cards to verify, I definitely will share that with y'all tomorrow or anytime in the future, right? And if anything comes to light and I can make sense of it through the cards, and boom, we can see it together. We can see it together. Blue Heart Productions. I mean, y'all just assume that I haven't already seeked. Sook. What is the past tense of seek? Sock. No, but you're assuming. You're assuming. Sought. That's what it is. Sought. I appreciate it. But you're assuming that I haven't already sought him. And that's, you know what they say about when you assume. I share peace. I appreciate all those with the English assistance, the language arts assistance. So I think I don't see any questions for tonight. So as more light is shed upon, there was so many things too, because there's so many things coming out, so many things happening lately, especially especially mostly because of these retrogrades, right? So with that being said, it was like, what do I pick today? But this seemed like the one that stuck out the most. Once again, Blue Heart Productions, still you're assuming, I don't know, you're assuming it's hard for me or something. Like I don't know why you're saying don't give up. You don't know anything about me or my religious and spiritual connections, so it's kind of weird that you would just come in, start just throwing your assumptions and your projections, probably. I guess maybe it's hard for you. Maybe you have a hard time believing in Jesus. Maybe you have a hard time some days believing in God. Maybe you feel lost in the dark sometimes. Maybe you feel like you're unsure about what Jesus is doing for you in your life, and I understand. So you don't give up, Blue Heart Production. Don't give up, right? I know. I get it. I understand you're going through some struggles, and sometimes you don't always understand God's, message or methods, but have faith. Have faith, right? That's all you need. Not sure. So now that we've helped everyone who's needed their guidance for tonight, we'll go ahead and say appreciate it, Alex Rishi. We'll go ahead and say what is that little gift box there? What does that mean? I don't know. We'll go ahead and say peace to Silent Films. We'll go ahead and what's Dirk Jensen, what's up? Are you new age too, or are you old age? I mean, I don't even know what those means. I'm just getting as close to the Most High as possible. So we'll go ahead and say Ashe, Asante, and Amen. Ime Kamalika, it is done. And tomorrow's Wednesday, right? So we will not see you tomorrow. Ashe. See you on Thursday.